Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to LadyGang. I am Becky here with Jack and Kelty, and this is a take two, if you will. You don't get those a lot on podcasts because it's really hard to up, but Kelty did up. And
I got so excited about the game and the iPad that I forgot to press record.
Yes. So
Give us the Coles notes of what has happened so far.
Okay, so the Eras tour is happening. Taylor Swift is crushing it. She's sweeping the nation. Everyone's in their era. Right now, we are all in our sexy, mature era, but we haven't always been in that era. We've had times pre-LadyGang, during COVID. Wow. During LadyGang and COVID. And we've all gone through many eras. So Kelty's gone on the internet and searched the web for many photos of different eras.
Actually, photos from my personal collection, but thank you.
Oh, okay. Okay. And then she's showing us the photos, and me and Jack have to name what era we were maybe in at that time.
And we're describing the photo for the podcast, but we're also showing it on our YouTube. So you can see that if you want to see this video with pictures. Okay. So we already talked through one, which we decided it was a picture of Kelty and I before LadyGang ever started. She was doing interviews at the Trevor Project, which is an event held in like December in LA. And I am referring to this as my desperate idiot era.
Yes.
Because any actress on a red carpet is a desperate idiot, in my opinion.
Yes. And this is my free era. That sweater was free, that skirt was free, and the lipstick was free. None of them go together, but I was just so excited to get free stuff. I'd put it on at all times.
Yes.
Okay, now we're caught up.
Okay.
Next, Jacqueline, please describe this and name it as an era.
Okay, so the picture is of us recording our very, very first podcast for LadyGang with Ali Fedotowsky. It's the four of us sitting around a table at the Podcast One studio. This is our baby gang era.
Baby gang.
We
We're
the
little
baby gang.
babies. And Becca and I barely knew each other. We had met once.
Yeah. It's like, nice to meet you.
Yeah.
I also like that there's like we were drinking at this time.
Oh, yeah. Good.
Look at how
good
ugly
times.
that is.
Also, look at Jack wearing jeans and a belt.
The belt
I
was
haven't seen jeans and a belt on this woman since that day, probably.
This is before I discovered any sort of personal style era for me, too. And I think that those were, I don't know, bell bottoms or something.
Definitely bell bottoms.
Yeah. It was not a skinny.
No, not a skinny. Wow. That brings me
Children.
back. Yeah,
It's
little
crazy,
babies.
right? Okay. All right. Next. This is a terrible picture, but we have like two from the whole night. So sorry about that.
Oh.
Okay. This is our front row at the
Courtside
courtside
Lakers.
era. This is when our first episode had just come out that week, and we had recorded maybe 3 at that time.
Yeah.
And the owner, rest in peace, Norm, of Podcast One, had courtside Laker tickets, and we were like, when we become successful, you got to take us to the Lakers and on your boat. And he
Yes.
never took us on the boat.
No.
But he did take us to the Lakers game.
Yeah.
Courtside Lakers. This also was
Kobe era.
Kobe era.
Was he there?
Yeah. But this was the first time that we all showed up. It was like the first thing that we ever did together. And we all showed up matching.
Yes.
But we didn't
Black
know.
and tan, right?
Yeah. Well, it was like tan, black, and white. But
Yeah.
like we were cohesive. We didn't plan it.
Yeah.
And then every time we've ever showed up to anything after that, we've always somehow matched.
Yeah, not on purpose.
I
Not
was
on purpose.
really into this brown lip, and it's so surprising to see that color on my lip.
I was also, it was the matte brown. It was like the Kylie lip kit era.
It was lip kit
was
era.
lip kit
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
Wow.
God.
God, my
This is so
jaw
crazy.
is huge.
Well, it's just not,
Sorry.
it's not a great picture of any of us, but I
It's
thought it
not
was an
good.
important era.
Yeah, that is a good, important era.
Okay. Here is, I'm calling Big Bun Energy era, but.
Oh my God, Becca.
Look at my bun.
Wait, can we look at Kelty's face?
Oh, yeah. Well, this is very like Kelty because I'm yelling and trying to like be a bitch.
That is wild. The look on your face.
That's before I met Dr. Diamond. I had no chin filler at all.
that was before all of us met Dr. Diamond.
Yeah, that is very true.
But I love like we had our little wine.
I had been somewhere
Yes.
doing press
Well,
or
yeah,
something.
you have a
I have
full
a
face
full
of makeup.
face of makeup and a huge bun on the top of my head. And I remember I did that bun. I didn't do my makeup that day, but I did the bun that day because I learned this way of doing, like, you do the high pony and then you take the hair in the pony and you tease the out of it,
Oh, yeah.
like where it stands up straight on its own, and then you like
Coiffed
sculpt it.
you sculpt this bun.
That was
It's
like
a
an
bird's
empty
nest.
bun.
Babe, it's an empty bun.
Yeah.
Babe, you sculpted. You look like you're ready to walk the Oscars red carpet. I love it.
Yeah, I
know.
look like I'm ready to do Miss America.
What's so fun to me about this is like how ugly the table is. Like this is the start of podcasting.
Who
Like
was drinking Minute Maid?
we used to
I
drink
think
mimosas.
mimosas.
And this is like podcast one. There's nothing in the studio. There's no signage.
No.
There's no velvet curtains. There was no
Nothing.
video cameras.
Early days.
There wasn't even a mic flag on the thing.
No.
Like we really started podcasting.
Okay.
We really started.
Okay. What era? Sorry, these are kind of around the same time, but I think this is an enjoyable era. Bathroom selfie
Cute.
area.
Yes.
We were-
Cute.
Describe the picture.
Okay, so we're in the podcast one studio's bathroom because they didn't have any mirror or anywhere to take a picture with a guest. So all of our guests for the first 6 months of the podcast, we did in the bathroom mirror. So we're with Caitlin Bristow. She's holding up a not
beer?
wine.
Perrier.
No,
Oh,
that's
Perrier.
a Perrier. And when did she come on the podcast?
She was on The Bachelorette, I think.
No, I know, but like it was in the first 6 months or
episodes.
something.
Yeah.
That was cute.
Okay. This one I'm going to let Becca name. What's happening in this photo?
Oh.
Oh, wow. This is Jack. She looks like she's hosting like an after hours late night podcast. Her feet are up on the table. She's in a short Converse, which I've never seen her.
This again is pre-personal style
I don't
era.
know
I've
who
never
she is. She's wearing a
seen-
silver. Are you wearing a shark's tooth necklace?
No, that was a malachite, like
Yes,
for bad
yes,
vibes.
yes.
Yeah,
Bad
That
vibes.
was the only piece of jewelry that I owned.
I do remember pre-jewelry.
This was also pre LASIK surgery era. I was wearing my
Yes.
thick rimmed black glasses.
Is that a skinny jean or a legging?
I think it's a legging, but like it was short and you could see my ankle and my sock coming out of my.
That era is like nerd chic era.
Yes.
Near chic. Okay.
Because you were
Nerd.
dating a lot of nerds then.
Yeah. Well, it was just a bunch of losers.
Yeah. Losers. Okay. Tell us about this era.
Oh, it was okay. So the picture is of the very first piece of merch that we ever made for LadyGang It was a tank top that said original member of LadyGang. Probably so many of our girls out there still have it.
They wear it sometimes to
I know, to the
events.
shows. And I think we made like
35.
35? I thought
it.
we made like a couple hundred of them.
No.
Oh,
What?
shit.
We made less than 50.
No way.
Okay,
Yes,
I want to
100%,
do.
because you
I
guys,
want to try to
we made this
find-
on like print.com. Like it was before we had merch company,
Yeah.
like anything. And like, it's like that. It's the one where the person like ironed it on one at a time.
Yeah.
I want every girl who still has theirs, like, please take a picture of it and send it.
I know. I want to know how many of there are still out there that don't hate us.
I think I got rid of mine even.
No.
I got rid
What?
of mine. I have too much shit.
Oh my God. I have mine. I wear it all the time. Literally all the
That's
time.
so
I love you
funny.
so much. Okay. What era? I'm going to name this era. This is a picture of us and Adam Carolla.
By
What?
us, you mean Kelty and Becca and
You
no
weren't
Jack.
there. I don't
Because I know exactly what happened for this. We got invited to go on the Adam Carolla podcast, but they only wanted 2 people. So I got booted.
No, really? We're
Yes.
such bitches.
And you two went
I
on
don't think
because
we decided it.
no, it was beneficial for some, like both of you had something going on that
Yeah.
you were like, oh, it's better to
And he
promote.
would refuse to take 3 of us.
Yeah.
Refused.
Right. This era is called the doing what it takes even when we didn't like it era. Because this was a very hard interview, if I
Was
remember
it?
correctly. Like he was lovely.
It was
but
intimidating.
He was
Yeah.
intimidating. And I feel like he was like, it was right when the podcast started. And so there really weren't female podcasts. And he was like the king of podcasting. And I don't think I felt like he gave us the dumb blonde treatment and we were not dumb. Look at us now.
mean, I don't have the memory of him. I just have the memory of just being so intimidated. I think we kind of, I don't know, maybe we felt that way.
and it
But I
wasn't?
think that he and his like co-host, because he had a woman,
He did?
there was a woman there, I think. Oh, maybe I'm wrong. But I don't know. I felt like they were nice to us.
Okay. What era is this? This is a picture of us at EW's Pop Fest, rest in peace, one and only. Probably our fault that it never came back. And it was our first live show, and
Yep.
we had in LA, and people could come watch us do a podcast.
I think we had Jamie Lynn Sigler as our guest.
Yeah.
And I think that there was like 50 people in the room. But I
It's
think
so
there was only
fun.
50 seats. Like I feel like
It
we
was
filled
pretty
out
full.
the room.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was our first live show that we've ever done. I think we killed it.
What year was that?
Like 2018? No.
2016.
16.
Wow.
2016. And the other thing that's cool about this is like really podcasts only existed in a studio and for sound. Like people weren't doing live podcasts. There wasn't like a podcast tour or like you were doing them or going around. Like we were like, when I remember when EW was like, you'll do a podcast like for people.
Yeah.
And it was so crazy. And anyway,
so funny.
That was when I'm calling this era my Rent the Runway era.
Okay.
Because this is when everything I wore came from Rent the Runway.
Okay. I had a very sheer dress on, going back to the...
You're ahead of your time.
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
This
Describe
is the
it.
Lady Box era. This is a picture of a golf cart filled up with lady boxes. The first lady box that we did that was fucking amazing, by the way.
Yeah, it was incredible.
We had the boxes custom made. They basically looked like they were a Gucci box. Like they were that really thick material.
I think the boxes cost us like $15 a box to make. Like we're fucking idiots.
They were so
bad
expensive.
for business.
Yeah, it was like that really thick material, and it was like embossed in gold. It was beautiful. But my biggest memory from the Lady Box era, and everybody's biggest memory, is when one of our Lady Gangers burnt
this
and
box.
stabbed this box
Yep.
and filmed it and put it on Facebook. And that's my fondest memory.
Okay, this is a very important era of the Lady Gang.
Oh my God.
Baby feet era. Oh my God. Because that was inside of one of the first lady box. Did we put baby feet in?
No, it was a couple.
Later.
Yeah.
So baby feet, for those of you who don't know, it's these little feet masks that you put on your feet, and like after 5 days, literally all of your dead skin sheds off over the course of many days.
Yeah.
But when it's done, your feet are baby feet.
Yeah.
But everybody
Who tried
was doing
the baby
them.
foot first? Was it you, Jack?
No.
I think it was me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Someone did baby foot, and then it was like a wildfire in the Facebook group. And this girl
yes.
posted, Elise Kinney, if you're still in the Facebook group, let us know. She says, you guys, it's happening. I'm so scared of the baby foot after effects. And she's put up a picture of her using baby foot.
I remember doing it
God.
and then going to a pool, like at someone's house, and I'm sitting in the pool and I'm like, what is on my feet? Like, what is coming off of my feet?
Like, it's my skin.
And it was literally like so much dead skin. And
Oh my
I was like,
God.
I can't get out of this pool. I'm stuck forever. I can never get out and show what's happening to my feet. It was disgusting. But it worked.
Okay, this is my favorite era. This is the RuPaul era.
Wow.
Still, in my mind, the best guest we've ever had. No offense to everyone else, but this was such a big deal. So we shot this at Podcast One, and it's a picture of RuPaul and us. And this is when we decided we needed a photo backdrop.
Yes.
So we ordered these ribbons. It's probably me
Wow.
because it's pretty ugly. We ordered this ribbon, and it was from Etsy, which we could have made it on a rope. And we used to hang it in front of the Podcast One sign so that we would have like a pink background for photos.
Yeah.
But this was such a special day. And I still love RuPaul, and I'm still waiting to be asked to be a judge on that. Okay, here's this. The next era.
My God.
Why is Darren Chris shirtless?
This is a photo in that same backdrop, and Darren is shirtless. I don't remember why. Do you remember?
I have no idea why he was shirtless.
That's so
But
funny.
I look like I'm really into it.
Yeah,
I look like I'm really into it.
I have my tongue stuck out. Kelty has her eyes
Pervert.
crossed.
Yeah, we're so gross.
He's got to come back on the podcast.
I know.
This was an era. Okay, here's the next era.
Oh, we were featured on Who What Wear. Meet the Lady Gang, defining powerful style in a whole new way.
You guys, my hair? What's going on at the top of my head? That's an
Did you like
interesting
tease
cut.
it or something?
I don't know. The cut is interesting.
That was my hair extension era.
Oh yeah,
Oh, yeah.
It's also my hair extension era, but they were really short.
I look like my head is deformed era.
It's a weird picture.
you
But
guys-
I remember that photo shoot like it was yesterday.
I do too.
Isn't that weird?
I remember all my outfits from it.
I remember we shot it outside the Podcast One
Yeah.
studio because we were like, where wants to do a story? And it was like, podcasters were not getting press.
No.
No, it was crazy.
It was really, really crazy.
Oh.
Ava Thomas in 2017. Thank you so much for this article.
You were ahead of your
No.
time.
You were ahead of your time. Okay, next.
Oh, wow.
This is a photo.
Oh.
Describe it, Jack.
This is from our second Lady Gang show, right?
Well, PopFest would have been first, but this was our first one that we like sold tickets to.
Yeah, where Spencer Pratt was our guest.
yeah.
It was
Wow.
in Wanderlust.
Wanderlust.
It was at like a yoga studio.
It was at a yoga studio, and Becca still lived in LA.
Yeah.
Zach Martin made the backdrop.
Oh,
Yep.
yeah.
Me and Elena and Zach
And
did
me.
it.
I was there.
You came too. Yes,
Yeah.
yes, yes. And
With
we were
the-
listening to like a weird true crime podcast
Yeah.
while making it.
Yep.
That was so bizarre.
Yeah, we made
I feel like
green...
Becca's having a real moment. Are you okay?
Me?
Is this emotional?
No.
Because you're like, oh, wow. Like
I just have a bad memory. So like when things
These are all new.
Is this thrilling?
It's brand new. It's like a new life. It's like that person that like doesn't remember their family members and you show them pictures.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, I think I know her.
What I remember from this is that we had no money as a company to like do anything extra. And so we went to Walmart or Target and bought 2 tinsel Christmas trees for the stage.
Yeah.
And then immediately put them back in the box and returned them.
Yep.
And they were like $30. So it was like,
That's be resourceful.
Ricky really
he did a good
this.
job.
Yeah, my manager. He was a real Ladygang
early adopter.
Yeah.
I got so drunk.
That did not change.
Okay. I think we're going to have to do a part 2 of this, you guys, because I have so many. So
we're
this
in like year 1.
This would be the last one. This is a 2018 photo. Becca, please describe it.
Oh, this was when we shot the sizzle for LadyGang TV with the production company Purveyors of Pop. And we had a day of shooting with Michelle Williams.
Yep.
And Naya
and
Elle King. And I remember those were really good bookings for us.
Those
to just
really
shoot
good
a sizzle.
Well, we aired the podcast too, but yeah.
Yes. And so this is taken, and we were in my living room, and Michelle Williams with us. And what a day. My toilet exploded like 24 hours later and pretty much ruined the whole first floor of my house.
Yeah.
But it was worth it.
This was the day I wore my Lucky Harry Styles t-shirt.
Oh,
Yeah.
cute.
And we got a show bot. And like now that I'm pitching shows as like a production company, I realize how rare it is to have anyone even on a first Zoom be interested in your show.
Yeah.
So like the fact that we got a show put on E is actually incredible.
It's pretty insane
wild.
now that we think about it.
It is really wild.
I had a memory the other day that I actually tried to get Naya on the LadyGang, like as part of the LadyGang. Do you remember that?
Oh.
It was like
Wait, was
for the
I on
TV show.
I think maybe it was for the TV show to be one of the other hosts or something.
We were going to make it like a full view panel with 5 girls or something.
And she was like, no, thank you. But then she was like so graciously was a
this.
guest on this. And it was just very sweet.
Our makeup looks great. Okay. Stay tuned for part 2 because we're really only on 2018. So we have like a lot more time.
Eras.
Okay. We
weren't here for a long time.
We're here for an Era's time.
Eras, baby.